I'm gonna speak today about our DocItel Video Intelligence mobile layout. You saw the screen, which is equivalent to our mobile screen. So I simulated this mobile screen for my desktop. So that's bear with me that if you see that something that's does not look like a mobile layout, but is exactly you're gonna see the same thing in from the experiences from the mobile. This is React app, so you understand that based on the screen it gonna come like this. So what I'm gonna do first, I'll first log in into the system, right? So I'm giving my credential, and you know that we have a multi-factor authentication enabled, so it sends this right away to the um, so I'm clicking this one, and hopefully I will see something here, 754820, right? So I see the 754820, so I'm putting this 754820. So now verify the code. Now when I verify the code, right, it helps me to choose the workspace. I choose the workspace, it takes me here. So what I will do, I will first show you that how we can upload the video. I'm clicking this one that helps me taking to a screen, and then I am choosing a file called the coffee testing. I'm clicking this one. What it would allow us is to upload into here, right? Now while upload, I will show you that basically how it works, so you have to bear with me. I will show you that say that coffee testing file is uploaded. You see the coffee testing.mp4. From the actions I can see the source. When I click the source, it opens
Hello, welcome
new window.
to
So
coffee testing.
what I will gonna do is I will ensure that this fits into the mobile layout. Now it fits into the mobile layout. Now I am
Hirojo. I'll gonna do the coffee testing today. I have two
this is the video
packets
I
here.
have earlier.
You'll see one is the milk pods, another is the Sumatra single brew coffee. This is actually dark roasted coffee. See the pod and top and normal coffee as well. So my favorite drink. So what I'm gonna do that I'm gonna I click the setting two times to make the double shot. There's no options here. Just to click to make it double shot specifically. But that will be good features. Maybe the future improvements if there is. But so far, it's serving my purpose at home.
So let's come back here. So my objective is not to showcase how the coffee testing is being done. What I showcase you, that's how you can basically upload a new video, right? So this is the coffee testing video I did when I worked with the Starbucks, right? To showcase in one of our meeting conferences. So we used to do the coffee testing that time. So that video I uploaded, that video as a transcript, and that video is for a few minutes video, right? This is a perfect example to showcase how can we get an insight, right, from any type of video, right? So now my video is uploaded, as you have seen, right? So what I'm gonna go now is go to the video intelligence, right? I need to choose a coffee testing video. It's already been chosen. Now auto detect is English, so if I do not select anything, it would gonna select as an English. The language we can choose the language that that's it's a multimodal and multilingual supports it has. So it means that's the other than the video, image, documents, any type of stuff, it also supports few different languages, both the voice and the videos. So that's it. That's I select the auto detect, and the maximum sample frames 12 and segments against is 60. When I click these process video, the way it happens is now the processing has been started, right? Now you see that how do you know the processing has been started, right? So you see the document chunking is going on, reading duration, codec resolutions, that's how it is being saying, right? And if you can click the refresh status, it would gonna refresh your status, and you can always go here, right? Scroll, you have an option to scroll here. At the same time, that's when it is finished, right? See the sending audio chunk, right? You can always click the refresh status, sending audio chunk 3 out of 4 to speech recognitions, right? What happens is Gemini speech to text recognition is getting used here. So the way the workflow works is that it has a frames, right? Every segment has a frames, and and speech. So what happens is there's a transcript that's that gets created, as well as with the frames within a certain time segment, right? So if your video is 5 minutes long, it means in every minute there will be a lot of frames and a lot of and a good transcript, right? That comes as a chunk. So so the chunks are coming as a time segment. Then it gets embedded into the system. Then from the chat conversations, like the way we do for the documents, right? Same way you can also do, because by that time you have a by the vision API, right? So you have a image processing, as well as image to text processing, as well as your speech to text processing, that puts together and comes as a part of your knowledge base, right? Now you see that your video processing is completed, embedding is also thus done. Now you can ask some questions here, but there is a better way to ask a questions. I will gonna showcase over there, and that's it would gonna take a little bit of time, but the information will gonna timeline that's what is there or not. Everything you can later on will be able to see, right? I will gonna showcase you that one a little later. I'm just clicking this one to see that's if the time frame came or not, but it would gonna come eventually, and I will showcase from there. That's when it comes, right? Now just let me check one more time. I think everything looks good. Okay, so now you see that now if I click on actions, right, you will see that there is a summary, there is an embed, coffee actions. It is already been embedded, right? Because it says the embed, I do not need to embed, so it is already been embedded, right? So what I wanted to do here is that I wanted to make sure I can basically refresh this one, connect back again to the workspace, so that I have the most up-to-date informations in place. You see that everything is embedded now. Source chunks, if you click the chunks, you're gonna see that these are the different chunks that it comes, right? So I'm clicking the number 5 chunks, where it basically says what are the video frames that is used. Then there's a transcript here also, right? Right, so same as that, all the transcript is getting stored. Just in case if you see that your transcript is not getting stored, and you are not comfortable that your transcript is getting stored, right, what you can do, you always have an options to redone again, right? Say so what I would gonna do that, in the time frame, usually your transcript gets populated, right? What I'm gonna do is now I'll go to the video processing one more time, right? Would like to see that's what are the information that I have available now, right? So if I go there, right, wanted to do this, and now I wanted to check what comes as a part of a timeline. There is nothing that came yet, so it would gonna come, it should come. So I can ask, what is this video about? Do that. When I ask these questions, what would gonna happen is there's a question. The video is about the coffee testing, right? Um, the presenter Roger conducts the coffee testing sessions, demonstrating how to make a coffee testing milk pod, Sumatra, single brew coffee. He specifically makes a latte, which is his favorite drink, similar to what he orders in the Starbucks stores. The video shows the process of making coffee at home, highlighting that the machine serves the purpose of getting the same flavors at home. The coffee is described as a ground coffee, right? You see that. So how beautifully, basically, all of these informations get picked up as a part of this process. Still, if you feel that now these are the information is not enough, you need there are more information again, you can always click the process video again. What happens, that's when you click a process video, right? So it is already been processed. It will try to process if anything was not been processed earlier, like the transcript did not come properly, right? You will be able to this will gonna come in the next time. The process is first is extract the metadata, then it basically sends for the speech recognitions, then it basically generates a transcript by the time segments, and also it captures the frames within the time segments, then it put these two together. So when you do the second time, it does not take that much time compared to the first time, because already a lot of informations are available, right? So now this is another way basically that reprocessing can happen. So you can reprocess the same thing multiple times, right? So there will be no problems that for the reprocessing, right? So and then once you feel comfortable that not okay or my data is there, it should be fine. But ideally you do not need to reprocess these things. But I just wanted to showcase, right? So that is the reason I showed you. Now you see that you can ask any questions from here, right? What matters next is that say that for example you wanted to ask some questions. Now you see that there are some thing that was extracting audio chunk, right? See the extracting audio chunk, sending audio chunks to speech to recognition. Same thing is happening. The reason I'm showing all of this thing to you because for any processing in the DocItel you have to go through this process, right? So the finished audio chunks, right? That's why I'm showing you. Then sampling, then it is basically representative samples from the video timeline, right? See that process is happening, and I'm clipping. When I do that, now processed frame, now it is processing the frames, now creating searchable timestamp chunk for retrievals, right? And then it would gonna saving timeline, frames, transcript, and audio artifacts. And then ultimately what would gonna happen is it would gonna embed. Embedding is at the end. Okay, now you see that's you did the embedding. Because you did the embedding, video processing is now complete. I was expecting something will gonna come in the timeline which I did not see, but that is okay, right? So now at this point the file is processed, right? So what I wanted to go back again is the chat. Now with this there are a lot of files. What I need is I wanted to clear everything and wanted to consider only for the coffee testing. And because this is selected, I can ask any questions here. What is this video about? See, that's I use a voice to ask a questions. You know that we can interact with the DocItel by the voice. This is the way I'm showing you, right? So it tells you that's what are the different features in the video, right? So you know that's the video is about coffee testing, right? And who does what, verismo brewer, discussions of coffee making, lattes, many things that is being taken. What then I can ask, what is being discussed between 1 to 2 minutes. You can ask that's also by segment. What is the discussions happens? If it's a then it would gonna tell you by the segment itself that's what is being discussed at that particular time, right? Between 1 to 2 minutes, the discussion focus on presenters expertise regarding the coffee at home, right? So then it basically the presenter makes a latte at home similar to the way they order the Starbucks stores to make a Mastrana machine. They are currently having a Sumatra single origin ground coffee, right? Basically, there was, if you look at that, it mostly from the transcript. There is not much to uh, uh, fetch from the by using the vision, right? So that's how, but it look ultimately it is able to present you everything. That's what you need, right? That what matters, irrespective of any type of video you wanted to get some insight of the video, then you will be able to do via the DocItel. Hope this explains very simple things. That's what we did with some of the coffee testing old videos. That's how can we get a meaningful insight of out of it. Any type of video you can work, DocItel is here for help you. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Hope it explains you with our mobile layout.